Hello and welcome to another astrology video. This is Molly McCord, and in this video we're going to talk about the energies of air signs as your rising sign. This would be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius as your ascendant. And I want to give you some more insights into how you come across and appear to others. The ascendant can be the energy that we aren't even aware of in ourselves. We aren't always aware of how we present ourselves, what we reveal, and how others may perceive us. And as an air sign, you come across as an intellectual, a thinker, a communicator, a networker, someone who has information, someone who sits with information. These are the qualities of air signs. And depending on your specific air sign, you're going to find that there are aspects of yourself that really ring true to how other people perceive you. Now, all of the air signs are about thoughts and thinking and our cerebral processes. You are here to share information as well as receive information. This makes you wonderful conversationalists, teachers, students. This makes you great at connecting with people. Sometimes air signs can be extroverts because you're looking for other people's thoughts and conversations. You want to sit down and have that good chat that just feels that it takes your mind to higher places and to new places. Air signs tend to be very relational. They're social, and they want to know what other people are thinking, and you want to share what you're thinking as well. And because of this, it's important to be aware that other people look to you for your insights, your advice, your guidance. Keep in mind that people may do this unconsciously, but they come to you to hear, well, what do you think about this? Or what's your thoughts on this? They might come to you for more information. Maybe they perceive that you are an expert on a topic, that you've done research, that you've learned a lot about something. The air signs are all about the mental, cerebral, linear areas of our life. They are about the details, the data, the facts, what is clear. The clear air signs, like think about clear air, right? You can see clearly, you can see the facts, and you want things to be in dialogue. You look for things that are fact-based. And so this makes you come across as trustworthy as a source. If you have that expertise, if you have that knowledge to share with other people. Now, the air signs, however, because they are very much about information, communication, how you think, and what you're here to say, you should be aware that other people might often wonder, too, if you have real experience or if you're just saying the right words. They might want to look deeper, to look for case studies, specifics. They might want to question you. And so understand that this is never personal. It's just understanding, well, how did you arrive at this information, or how did you arrive at this thought? Other people are aware of how you think. And if you're a thinker, they want to know your thought process, or where did you go to get that information? So keep that in mind, that other people might ask you to explain yourself, and you're not meant to be to feel defensive or to think there's anything wrong, but it's understanding that their perception of you is that they want to know more about how you arrived at this or how you understood this information. A lot of air signs want to connect with people. And so you often have a good network or good relationships, or at least you look for people that you can engage in the right conversations with. You want to be interested in life. You look for interesting people, interesting topics, interesting things happening in the world. You want to be informed. This is a sign of information. And so you want that in your world, perhaps even on a daily basis, whether it's through friends, it's through videos, it's through social media, it's through anything. Like you're looking to really satisfy your mental self. A lot of air signs as well, you have to be aware of how you speak and what you say. And are you just saying words that sound good? Are you rehearsing a script? Are you aware of what you're talking about? Is there truth? Is there a sense of realness? And I say this because sometimes with air signs, you can be flighty or flaky. You can come across as shallow. You can come across as saying all the right words and there's no substance. Now, this is only something to be aware of. It's the lower energetic expression of air signs. But it is good to even observe yourself and say, well, am I truly being sincere in what I communicate? Communication is very important for you. And when you are sincere in your communications, you then attract other people who are also sincere. And when you're aware of this in yourself, it will change the types of relationships you draw in, the kinds of people you converse with. It changes how you relate to other people because you've changed how you relate to yourself. And so it's important for air signs to come back and have that time and space to think internally before you speak, to be clear in your communication, to be aware of what you say, to be aware of the effects of your words on others. Another lower expression of air signs can be gossip or fake stories or misinformed tidbits. And so again, it comes back to, what do I want to speak that represents who I am? And how can I do that responsibly? Now, when you have an air sign on your ascendant, that means your descendant, or the ruler of your 7th house, is a fire sign. And that's because fire signs are always opposite of air signs. So your relationships that you draw in unconsciously are through fire, energy, inspiration, people who get you out of your head, who get you moving, who say, okay, take that thought and let's make it real. It could be that other people ignite you somehow, that there's that sense of you have the ideas and they have the drive or the energy to take it further, and then you can see how that idea comes to fruition or a conversation goes somewhere else. So understanding these two sides of your chart can be really beneficial. It's also important to know that the 7th house, that descendant, is simply a reflection of your own energy field. It can be the unconscious parts of ourselves. We draw in people unconsciously who reflect us, who are a mirror to us. So that fire energy that you draw in reflects your own inner fire, your own desire to take something out of your head and make it real. And you could find that it's through partnership that truly happens. Of course, this depends on your natal chart and the specifics of your chart, but just to provide you with a formula to think about of, I have a way that I communicate information and maybe other people help activate it or help take it to a different place. And the joy of working with people. That is one of the strengths of having an air sign as your ascendant, is that you are good at relating, socializing, being with others, the extroverts at times, like the hosting a party. You're good at communicating information, and that can be across so many different ways. It can be the journalist, the writer, a teacher, all these, anything with information, communication. Anything you do mentally is a strength of an air sign rising. And again, this is something that depends on your own natal chart. But I want you to be aware of how you come across, that other people know that you're a good conversationalist or communicator. They want to know your thoughts. They want to know what you think and how you arrived at those opinions, conclusions, or that information. And to really embrace your ability to give people information, to engage with people, to socialize, and to further your relationships with them. I hope this has been some good insights about your rising sign in Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and I look forward to sharing more insights with you on my YouTube channel. Thanks, friends.